But an important development with regards to where GST goes, the GOM has recommended the rate rationalization and has suggested a two-slab GST structure so far. They have said that they will be submitting their recommendations as well soon to the GST Council. My colleague Shrimi Chaudhary is with us to tell us more. Shrimi, what is the latest that you're picking up from the GOM meeting?
Yeah, that's true. GOM led by Samrat Chaudhary, the Bihar Deputy CM and also the convener of the GOM who's looking into the rate rationalization process. So this is, of course, a very major step towards simplifying the GST legislation. And in fact, the panel is now backing up Centre proposal to reduce the GST structure to just two primary rates, scrapping the existing 12% and 28%. And as we've been reporting, that group of ministers who met earlier in the day today has also backing the elimination of 12% and 28%, doing away with 5%, and to rationalize the whole complex tax structure. So under the proposed structure, what Centre proposes is to have a lower rate, which is 5%. So whatever the item is at 12% will move to 5%, and the 18%. So whatever the item currently at 28% will move to 18% with a special tax rate of 40%. That will be there for some select few items, like 5 to 7 items, including tobacco products, etc. So, of course, the panel move is seen as a very important step, without, compromising the revenue collection. And in fact, as we have been reporting, that this is the first time Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also addressed the GOM in the start of meeting, and in fact says that, you need to come up with clear discussion on the Centre proposal and how this is economically benefit for common man. And with that, GOM met today on the rate rationalization, and we could see the final call will be taken, of course, by the GST Council, expected to meet on 18th and 19th September. But for now, the GOM is going to recommend what Centre proposed in its final report to the GST Council.
Thanks, Shrimi, for that. But Shrimi, very quickly, what becomes important over here is everything that goes from 28 to 18% is a positive. Everything that goes from 12 to 5 will be a positive. But anything that you have in terms of the 5 to 7 products that would come in under the special tax rate of 40%, any clarity on that front or any expectation on that front?
So what we are picking up, Hero, is that some of the items which is currently in the 28% category will definitely move to the 40% rate. But the sense we are getting at this point is that there are very few items. For example, they are mainly focused on different goods, demerit goods like tobacco, gutka, all those stuff, but we could perhaps see some, big or luxury car also coming in those segments. But as we have been reporting about the fact that how the government is kind of supposed to have a, two distinguished category, the small cars and big cars, and currently all the cars are under 28% bracket. So what they will do is that most of the small cars below 1200 cc will go to the 18%, and above 1200 cc will go to the 28%. But something also very interesting we need to watch out for is that whether state and centre will come up with an additional levy over and above the 40% rate, which is the maximum rate under the GST regime. So that is something they need to take a call on, and that will perhaps they will discuss in the GST Council meeting.
All right. Thank you, Shrimi, for getting us the updates so far. Really important ones that are coming in there.